Sam to speak with the current Margrave of Kymel, Jack Christian. Following this, you rested for the night, and some of you spent the following morning partaking in a game of hide and seek, which Sam won thoroughly every round with her knowledge of the house and her smaller size. And the days ticked by. You went out for drinks, both Dol and Sam getting horrifically drunk. You were followed up by Rose returning that following morning, and also a letter that the Realm Seeker Eskel Rendarian and the current member of the Tal'Dorei Council, Assume Emring, was going to be coming to investigate the goings-on of the Ashton household with some magical assistance. There you accepted both Seeker Assume Emring and the Realm Seer into your home, Sam. You sat down and had a conversation about the happenings of your household and what your parents had done, but also mentioned a few tidbits around Tartarus and a few other mentions of artifacts, which piqued the interest of the Seeker. But we left off as Seeker Assume and Eskel Randarian headed down into the basement level to have a look around the ritual site that had been built into the Ashton Manor. And you are left now in your dining hall with only each other sat around this table. So, what are you all doing in the meantime?
Eating food. Lots of food.
Kahar is nervously eating to his heart's content at the table while the rest of you are sat there in the aftermath of a small interrogation by an equally smaller man.
I'll grab Sam for a few minutes and just drag her. Well, not drag her, just try and nudge her out the door for a bit of privacy.
I'll follow.
I think actually Tartarus is gonna go like outside the building.
Yep.
And he's gonna try and do some physical training.
Yeah, so you, Tartarus, head for the outside, hand axe now in your grip, and the major domo of the Ashton household, Archibald, interrupts you as you're walking outside. Might I suggest you practice in the music room? It's quite spacious, so long as you don't damage the floorboards.
Well, if I damage anything, it's not gonna be my fault.
I am just looking out for the upkeep of the house, if you please.
I'll try and be careful, but I don't guarantee anything.
Okay, so Tartarus is heading off to the music room in order to train. Sam and Dol?
Alright, just try and find. Well, it's quite private. How are you feeling, Sam?
All right, I guess. It's a bit weird, and I'm still kind of miffed, I guess, that all this has happened.
Do you hate them for it?
I don't think I could ever hate my parents.
That's something. I mean, they could have had good intentions, I realise, end results aren't great, but if they'd been in a lot of debt, when they were trying to get the family out, there could have been good intentions behind what they did.
Believe me, there's nothing good about what they did.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Were they bad people before?
Not really, no.
Well, try not to think too badly of them.
I'd never. They're my parents. I
Good.
loved them. They might have done stupid things that led them to bad choices. But they were not bad people. Just the choices they made. And
Yeah.
if they only, I don't know, maybe if I hadn't run away, maybe it's all my fault.
No. No. It's not your fault, Sam.
Or maybe if I had stayed and just gotten married and had an heir like they wanted me to.
Or
But
maybe
no.
they just would have sacrificed you anyway. The
Then
pact
maybe
they
they-
made, they could have still been asked to do it.
There's a lot of ifs and maybes. We'll never know for sure.
No. And I feel like I should be a bit more honest with you.
You don't have to tell me anything you don't want to.
No, I think this will come and bite me in the ass if I don't actually tell you the truth. I've made a pact of my own.
Really?
Yeah. I did it a couple of years ago to save Dal. We were in trouble on the streets, and I thought I was making a pact with someone better than who I was making it with, but I walked into it and probably made some bad decisions.
Bad decisions doesn't make a bad person.
Are you sure?
Definitely.
I really hope I don't end up putting you in danger, though, for this.
You've got nothing to worry about. As I've been telling everyone, we go into this together. We'll come out of this together. We're friends. Whether you
Oh,
like
I'll try not to get you into too much trouble, unless it's the fun kind of trouble.
fun kind of trouble is always the best kind.
Yeah.
I still can't believe you passed out after only like a couple of drinks.
My fairness, I was tired. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Fair.
Next time, you'll pass out first.
Or maybe next time we should have a little bit of a competition.
Like what?
Let's say next time we're at the bar, the person who has the most drinks bought for them before they pass out wins. Whoever passes out first loses.
Deal.
And I'll like shake. I'll like.
Oh, shake on it. And now I just need to sort Kaha out.
Yes, I'm quite worried about him.
Do you know what? I think we're gonna have to do something he doesn't like. He might hate us for a while. I'm not sure he's gonna do this willingly.
There has to be a way. We can't break his trust. He's had too much with Bryce already.
I know. I think we're just gonna have to keep working on him, but it might come to it that we're just
He
gonna have to
seems
tell him
quite
it has to be done.
He seems quite fond of those tattoos of his. Maybe. If the things are covering them, maybe we can manage to convince him by saying that he can show them off again.
Yeah. We'll try that.
Let's leave anything untrustworthy for last resort.
Yeah. Only if it's just to save his life. I'd rather lose a bit of trust than lose him completely.
I can't imagine just not having him here.
No, it'd be weird. Alright, let's get back into him. Let's see if we can gently start nudging him about it, but not too much at once.
Sounds good.
And I'll lead the way back in.
Yeah, a few minutes later, for those who sat at the table, Dole does return with Sam.
I am still eating.
How much have you eaten?
How much is there?
There's a hefty amount of food.
I've eaten a hefty amount of food.
It was a polite gesture, putting more food on the table than would have been eaten.
Have you left anything for us, Car?
Was that plate?
With a little bit of toast left on it.
The green stuff.
The green stuff. Sam, it's all yours. I'm not a big fan of green stuff.
There's nothing wrong with green stuff. It helps you, builds character, builds, I don't know, stuff. That's what my parents told me.
I'm green enough, Sam. I don't need any more.
Green is not my colour.
What are you two like?
Fucking strong!
Well, if you don't eat your greens, you won't get any stronger.
I'll put my arm ready for an arm wrestle and go, want a bet.
I'll jokingly take the bet.
Okay, make strength checks.
Watch me lose now.
Come on, Sam.
This would be hilarious. But no, I'm going to.
Just strength, yeah?
Just strength, yeah.
Oh, that was 17. I had disadvantage on.
17. Sam?
Oh!
Sam, you start pushing in this arm wrestle. Your much smaller hand dwarfed by Kaha's as he's feeling a bit bloated and sick now, sort of straining his body after eating so much food. And it looks like you're pushing him back at one point, for he just like stomachs everything inside of him and then pushes properly until your arm bends back and hits the table.
I pat her on the head. Told you.
Close one though, Sam. You nearly had him.
I could never beat Kaha. He's way too strong.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
even
am.
gonna try. You'd probably break my wrist in one go.
Oh, I'll try not to hurt you.
Yeah, I'm weak. I
Go
probably
on,
just
dude.
break it.
I did it.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
You know, with a bit of posturing and pretend flexing of muscles, grabbing his hand.
Yep. Roll me strength checks.
Oh, mine is on the save. Hang on.
It's still the same, isn't it? You're not proficient, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, you give a bit of an effort, but Kaha's in the zone as he is now and just holds you there before tipping your arm back.
Yep.
I just start flexing.
Yep, just as I expected.
Tor.
Well, doll, how about you and me now?
Okay.
Oh, go on.
Might be a lady, but I'm not going to resist this one.
I'll put
Bring it on,
one.
Sam.
I'll put one gold on Sam. Who else wants to take this up?
Thank you, Kaha.
Bryce bets on Dol, equal cost. Rose does not bet at all.
I produce a gold piece. Go on, Sam. You got this.
Ready?
Yes!
Nice.
Dol, you do underestimate Sam, thinking you will have the advantage due to your larger frame. That's not the case, as Sam locks eyes with you, gives you the sternest stare you can think of her, and just with one motion, boof, slaps your arm as immediately to the table. Bryce
Yes, Sam!
grudgingly gives one gold.
I snatch it out of his hand.
Meant to do that. Yep. Totally planned. Arm wrestling is not my strength.
If you're that weak here, what about when we have our competition? You're going to be that weak again? Am I going to win?
Not a chance.
Oh, that's fighting talk there. Don't know what the fuck you're on about, but that's fighting talk.
Best of 3, Sam. Best of 3. Next competition's in the pub.
Sure.
Better not be a drinking one, because I will drink you under the table.
Yeah, I don't think we could last against you.
I know.
Not.
We could set Bryce up against you, though.
Little wizard man.
Bryce thinks about it and says no thanks.
These are things I can do.
And so, with your time being wasted away, with a little bit of friendly competition, eventually you hear the slight pitter-patter of two sets of footsteps as Seeker Assume and Eskel Randarian return up into the dining hall. They take their seats from before. You're now absent of one Tartarus, but he slides into his chair comfortably, rests his hands interlocked on the table. Given the physical aspect of this ritual site, we can't really remove it. It's part of the foundations of your house. However, all documents and any tools of particularly fiendish nature or ritualistic nature will be removed, and that will be done by my associate. Aside from that, all we can hope is that you leave the basement for a good deal of time, and we shall send back as soon as possible a group of the Arcana Pansophical in order to remove the statues from your vault, with your permission, of course.
Of course. Don't want them. Just don't want them here. They're creepy.
Very good, and that is all regarding that matter. We will have this wrapped up by the next hour or two. There are a few things I wish to discuss. You mentioned a few magical objects. Of course, there's the intriguing nature of how you got yourselves into this situation in the first place.
Trouble finds us usually.
I see.
Unfortunately.
So, I would recommend that you avoid any suspicious interactions for your own reputations and for your own health, it seems. I note there were some letters in your father's office. Forgive me, I intruded, as is my nature. With liaison interactions with the class. Perhaps you know a little more about the class operations?
All I know is that I was picked up, brought here.
Very well. If that is all, then I shall leave the Realm Seer to continue his work for the next hour or two while I go see the current Margrave. Do not worry about accommodating us for this evening. We dealt with that. And then,
Of course.
hopefully, we should never have to have a discussion like this again.
I'll try not to.
That is all. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. I will be leaving. Eskil, if you do not mind, complete the final bits, and I will return for us to teleport back to Imon as business requires. The Realm Seer, the old human man, gives a small huff before he heads back out down towards the basement, while the Realm Seer pushes his chair out from the table, hops onto his feet, and with a small whistle wanders out towards the main entrance.
Well, they were fancy.
Yeah, they were a bit. Suitable company for the lady of the house.
Shut up.
My lady, as I bow.
Stop.
I will bow with him.
I go over and like jokingly hit both their heads.
Ah! Too
Stop
strong,
it.
too strong.
Way too strong, Sam.
I am and always will be Sam. Nothing else.
I mean, I don't know what else should be. That's your name.
Well, technically my full name's Samantha, but I don't use that.
Well, I don't do long names.
Hence Sam.
Sam is good. Sam is short and simple.
Oh, we're going to shorten Tartarus, though.
Yeah, but he's cool. I remember his name.
That's all right,
Am I
then.
not cool? Am I not cool enough, Carha?
You are brilliant. But I've known you as Sam for way too long to learn anything else.
That's fair enough.
I don't think Tartarus shortens down well. Tart doesn't sound right.
I mean, he's not really much of a tart, is he?
Nope.
Now, with the quiet settling into the household, Rose speaks up. Now this is all done, are we progressing the other way we intended?
That sounds good. I think we should go and help you, Rose, and find what you need to. Apologies for this. This was not intended.
Well, I was to believe Kaha was going to lead us somewhere related to the Stormbringer.
Yes, I could take you to I don't know what to call it. The place I've
your
spent
home.
my life. It's not really a home. I just spent 8 years there.
Makes it a sort of home, if you're happy.
It was peaceful. Bit
More of a
lonely.
house if you're not happy.
Yeah, we can do it.
What time is it now?
Getting on early afternoon.
Maybe we should wait till the morning to set out. I mean,
Sam, have you had a look to see how much money your family's left? Grass question, I know, but they've had a lot of wealth. Could become useful.
The only thing is, I'm scared to touch it in case it's got something to do with that demon.
Any way to check it?
Well, there's the vaults. That's why we've hidden the statues, and if we go down there, then they might be there, so.
Yeah. Is there a bank here they would have kept any in?
There are no banks in Kymel. One for good reason is Kymel's reputation of high criminal activity. So there would having a bank would be easily robbed frequently by either the class or individual parties.
No, we can come back to it later. Just think it'd be useful to furnish a journey out of, ill-gotten gains.
Yes, it would. I'm just terrified. Just in case. You can never be too careful.
I think we need to start
Especially-
working on that. I'm looking daggers at Bryce at that point.
Bryce gives a small smirk, but doesn't respond. Is there anything else you all wish to do for the day?
No, I'm just gonna keep training until late at night.
We can
I don't think so.
have our competition.
We could have our competition.
To the pub.
Yes. Kaha
So-
would come along with us to make sure we didn't die.
I'm the
Sartre,
muscle.
You would be left behind, training hour upon hour, as the rest of them all head out to the nearest tavern. Sam again, dressing in more sociable clothes for the atmosphere rather than the fine dresses of the house.
When we go in, Sam will just turn to on and say, "So, you know the rules. Whoever has the most drinks bought for them at the end of the night wins. Whoever passes it first loses."
Good luck.
I
Don't
won't
look
need
at
luck.
me, I'm not buying your drinks.
Ah, you wound me deeply.
It's
Hey,
going to be
that's my money, I earned it.
2 copper each per round. You will
Yeah.
need to make constitution saves after your 4th ale each. And then for each one beyond that.
Are there any females sitting alone?
Make a perception check.
While this is going on, by the way, I'm going to sit at a table and actually, for the first time, not drink very much. I'm just going to watch.
You have a good look around, scanning through the large number of bodies now the evening comes in. The very few people in the tavern are alone. There are a few strange figures who seem to be watching the crowds, some quite openly bearing the symbol of class as a means for their own personal space. But there's no females on their own.
Yeah, Sam's just going to go up to the first good-looking guy, doesn't matter if he's in a group or not, and just start flirting away.
Go
She's
on,
not
Sam.
scared.
Make a charisma check, please.
Okay. I'm good at these. Please. I should be good at these. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really take you long to sort of have his full attention.
Doll's gonna go up to like a group with a few girls in it and just start like getting charming his way in.
Yeah, charisma check as well. You are.
Oh, come on, Vince! That's not fair!
It's not low. It's just not as good as mine.
Dole,
It's 5!
Dole has a trickier time getting attention. Some women take an interest, but with the large bodies of men around them giving him the stink eye, it's quite difficult to grab any particular woman's attention.
I'm gonna try serenading one of them, just like singing a love song to them.
Oh, okay. Performance check.
Yes! Oh!
Oh no.
You've had a few drinks by this time, and the liquid courage is starting to get to you. But it doesn't help your singing voices. Quickly, you were sort of shuffled away from people in this attempt.
I'm gonna buy myself a drink at this point.
That is going to be your 4th drink, and I want you to make a con save, please.
Next person,
I'm
Sam.
walking out of here at this rate.
Yeah, no, you stomach that 4th one pretty fine.
Next person Sam goes up to, she's going to use like the pickup line. You know, I've recently gained my freedom, but it was taken away again when I looked into your eyes and got tracked by their beauty.
Okay, charisma check with advantage.
Let's see, come on. Oh no, that's
The wording of your flirting line confuses and slightly weirds out the next young man that you
Fair.
approach.
Can't all be winners.
I'm gonna try a pickup line on on a
No.
guy.
As a general sort of idea, a lot of the people in here are common folk. They're not used to fanciful pickup lines and over the top affectionate displays.
Um, something like, kiss me if you believe in warlocks.
That aggressively, yeah?
Massively.
Oh, so
No,
amazing.
normal charisma check.
Normal charisma check.
Oh!
Nice one.
Okay. Hands up for the session achieved.
Fucking quality!
Come on, DM.
Keep it together, Ward.
I'm getting notes on this just for future reference. A woman who's probably now had a few drinks hears just the kiss me part of your line and just does it anyways for the hell of it. Watching the whooping cheers of a few people around.
Can I wolf whistle?
You hear
Sam
cars
gives,
start wolf whistling.
Sam gives a thumbs up if Doll is watching, and then goes and continues flirting around to see if she can get more drinks.
And also, that's worth 3 drinks.
Yeah, so I need Sam to make me her first con save, and Dole to make me another.
Come on! No!
Come on! Yes!
Oh
Sam, you're feeling a little unsteady on your feet, but you're not quite done yet. Dole, you're continuing strong. Sam, on your next con save, you are going to have disadvantage.
no! Cool.
At this point, you two are starting to garner a bit of attention from patrons during the night. Some of them giving you weird looks, some of them a little more devious looks.
Next person Sam goes up to, she's just gonna kind of play that cute dumb blonde.
Yeah, your charisma check if you're gonna.
So whilst this is all going on, I'm gonna, because I've just been sat here nursing an L. I'm keeping my eyes on them like a hawk for anyone who's like taking advantage or trying to steal or whatnot. Any shady business.
Yep, make me a perception check.
I just want Doc to walk in now and then try and get a drink off him.
Nice.
You are watching as Sam is now playing up her looks to the next patron until you hear a slight creak of the floorboards behind you. You turn your heads to see a hooded figure, red eyes, just stood leaning against the wall. Doesn't say anything, he just looks, nods, and just keeps watching.
Brilliant.
Do we see ourselves?
Sam, make me a con save with disadvantage, please.
Come on. Can't lose!
Yes, you can lose.
I don't want to lose!
You, at the moment,
Oh!
after Sam's 5th drink, her size goes against her, and she stumbles over, caught by one of the patrons, thankfully, and sat down in a chair. But it's quite clear that now you are starting to lose your sense of everything and footing. You will have another disadvantage on your con save, but you're not quite out for the count.
Okay.
I'm just gonna drop a silver piece into a guy's pocket and just say to him quietly, "You're buying me a drink. The money's in your pocket." No one said I had to play by the rules.
Cheat.
You're getting him to buy Sam a drink. Okay.
No, buy me a drink.
Buy you a drink. Okay.
Yeah, just give him the money so he can't refuse.
Yeah, just just maybe a persuasion check with advantage, just to see if he does actually buy you the drink with advantage. So roll another.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll me a con save, please. Kaha, what are you doing at this time? You're watching.
I'm gonna kind of sidle up over towards, like, near the two of them.
Yeah, you get a little closer to sort of make your presence known as Dole now starts to sway on his sixth.
Can I
drink.
stabilize him?
All right.
Yeah,
You're not allowed to help.
yeah.
Like,
And you see,
I made the next drink.
No!
you two are now even on drinks and both very, very steady.
I'm gonna kind of, like, steady Doll and then go over to Sam and help her stand up. Steady her on her feet.
I'll be alright, Kaha. I'll be fine.
You got this.
I can do this.
I'll be over
Thank
here.
you.
I'll be over here if you need me, and I go back to my ale. I've had one ale this entire night and it's still not finished.
We're going to try and persuade a woman to dance in exchange for a drink. A dance with her for a drink.
Okay, persuasion check. Yeah, at this point, patrons of the bar are starting to get quite inebriated, and the music is now beginning to play. And this woman quite happily gets up and dances with you for a good minute. A bit of space being cleared for people to start dancing as well to the minstrels. Another con save, please, with disadvantage.
Hang on.
Oh, very nice.
The exercise of dancing has done you some good. You feel quite refreshed and more steady on your feet again. Sam, what about you?
Sam, knowing she's quite drunk, is just going to take the simple approach and just simple flirt again to see if that gets anywhere.
Yep, charisma.
Come on, I'm supposed to be good at this. Nope. Oh, that's a disadvantage.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a con save with disadvantage.
Okay, back on disadvantage. There we go. Come on, please. Come on. Come on. All right.
You're unsteady, but still with the large number of patrons around you having garnered their attention, they steady you out quite a bit, and with Kaha also being there as a supporting beam of muscle, it's not hard for you to stay on your feet and fairly aware. From now on, all drinks are going to be at disadvantage, however. Dole, Sam, what are you doing? Kaha?
I'm going to cast resistance on myself.
Oh!
Sure.
Yeah.
Who said he couldn't cheat?
Does Sam see this?
What is your passive perception? 14.
Passive.
Make me a sleight of hand check, please, Dole.
Where is it? Where'd it go? Hang on, can't find it. Where'd it go?
Sleight of hand, yeah?
Yep,
It's near the bottom of skills.
got it. Screaming's been funny.
Yeah. Dole turns away with your new drink and mutters under your breath, weaving the symbols for the spell with your other hand before slugging the next one back. You get your extra D4 on your on each of your roll, or yeah, on each. No, is it on one of your rolls, isn't it?
Is it the next saving throw?
So for the first one, you get a D4.
Yeah, we'll see if it works. And
Disadvantage, however.
then I'm just gonna go back to simple flirting as well.
Yep. So roll me that con save with disadvantage, and you can roll a d4 first number that comes up. Okay, roll the d4. Yeah, you stomach through this next one as the hours are starting to get later and later. You take a few breaths of just. I've been drinking a lot, just sort of, and go back to flirting. Sam?
I'm just gonna stick with simple flirting again because I don't know what else to do. Plus, Sam is pretty drunk at this point, so I don't think she'd want to ruin her chances.
You're only flirting to get free drinks. You can't buy drinks. But yeah, if you're flirty, roll me a charisma check.
Cool. Oh wait, take off disadvantage for this one.
Yeah, no disadvantage for this. By this point, a lot of the patrons are starting to catch on that you're getting free drinks out of them by flirting and nothing coming of it. So they politely refuse to buy you another drink. If you wish to get another drink, you will have to. Just 2 coppers.
Nah.
It doesn't count if you have to buy it.
Just have to get away with it if you do.
It's at this point that somebody does hand you a drink, though, Sam. You see the purplish grey skin from the leather-clad fingertips. Hand you another drink. Give you a semi-warm, semi-demeaning pat on the head. And vanish into the crowd.
A drink's a drink.
Spot on.
So I assume Constitution check at disadvantage.
Con save with disadvantage, yeah.
Nope. I'm probably out by this point.
No. As Sam greedily drinks down this last ale, she sways and falls back.
Can I attempt to catch her?
Yes. Dexterity. Yeah, dexterity.
Check. Saving throw.
Dexterity check.
Damn it.
No, you are blocked by a large number of patrons who are sort of crowded around Sam and Dole. As you just hear the boom as she hits the floor backwards.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
They all sort of get out of the way to barge through. Sam is now just passed out, just eyes shut, just against the floor.
I'll pick her up, like cradle her in my arms, walk over to Doll and go, I think you won.
I think I did too. You have to think of the tiebreaker competition for us, Kat, when she's sober.
You beat her by 1. Because technically you've done the same amount, but you are left standing.
That's alright, that makes up for the arm wrestling. We just need a tiebreaker contest for who wins brawl.
And you said I could choose it.
Yep.
Yes.
Just don't play favourite to say you're drunkenly waving the finger in your direction.
Why would I do that?
Sam's totally trying to
Sam.
I what?
Sam is totally trying to convince Kaha to play hide and seek next time again.
You are unconscious, Sam.
Yeah, not now. When she wakes up, I'm going to try and convince Kaha to play hide and seek.
I just point my finger from under Sam, what you said?
I said she's your favourite. You love her.
She's not my favourite. You both are.
Alright.
Come on. I sling Sam over my shoulder like a fireman's carry, put my arm around Doll and let's go home.
Thanks for that. Yep. Coming with you.
You all head back. now Bryce and Rose in tow, been watching with amused looks on their faces. At least for Bryce, Rose is a little confused of what you've been doing.
At
Tartarus,
no point I went near.
in the meantime, you have wandered off into Kymel, heading over to the Wishing Well Casino in disguise, and wandered in through the front door. It's bustling at this time of night. Plenty of patrons attempting their luck. And as you walk up into the reception area, one of the members at the front desk calls you over. Welcome to the Wishing Well. What can I help you with today? Perhaps you're looking for a game of cards? Have some dice?
Oh,
Perhaps-
actually, I've been feeling very sick lately, and I'm here to see the doctor.
Right. The doctor is currently out. If you give us an hour, we could perhaps get him to return.
Oh, sure. Tell him a friend is waiting for him.
Yes, one moment then. He scurries off to a little side door. He steps through. Another individual takes the place on the reception desk. You wait a good long hour before you are ushered upstairs to the room the office where you met Doc. He is there, undisguised, sat behind his desk, his feet up on it. Do you want to have a chat?
I'm gonna drop the disguise.
He doesn't react. You can safely assume he knew.
So, Doc, I've been doing some thinking, and I am prepared to forget about all the shitty things that you did in exchange for a favor. Because let's be honest, you're a very productive guy.
Go on.
I need you to find me information about someone.
Mm-hmm.
He goes by the name of Kaldeth. He's an old elf. You might remember him.
The one from Gat Shadow. Yeah, I remember. What
How
exactly
about
do you want to know about him?
I don't know enough. I know he knows things that he shouldn't know. And I want to learn who he is. Where's he from?
Yeah. See, it's an interesting deal, except really, Tartarus, buddy. The threat, the forgetting what I've done, doesn't really. You can hate me all you want, or you can forgive me. I don't really care. Therefore, you've got nothing really to give me.
Yeah, I was sure you were gonna say that. So how much do you want?
Gold's not an issue. No. We have enough, and I can make some on the fly.
Huh,
Perhaps I owe you a favor.
favor?
If I'm doing this favor for you, you repay it in kind along the line.
Fair enough.
Simple transaction. Best transaction.
Okay, you have a deal.
He extends his hand out, so reaching a little awkwardly forward, given his propped up on his desk.
I'm gonna shake on it.
Of course, you and the other 5 of you are welcome anytime while I still run the place, however long that will be. And I'll let you know if I've moved on.
Sure, just make sure that the info gets to me, not to the others.
At this point, he removes his legs from the desk and leans forward. Now that changes the deal.
Oh. What else do you want?
You're confusing, Tartarus. You speak of trust and betrayals and your hatred of it. You're very happy to go behind their back. Why?
Hey, I never talked about trust. I never really trusted you to begin with. I don't trust anyone. I've lived a long time.
Simple fact is, if you don't start trusting in them, either it's going to get them killed or it's going to get you killed.
Why? I'm not gonna backstab them like you.
No,
I just don't wanna, let's
but
say, weight them with my problems. They already have enough of their own.
funny thing is, if you're going snooping around Mage and you're causing trouble, that trouble is going to latch onto them. Catch my drift?
Let me worry about that.
Very well. Just might mean that the favour will be a bit more of an ask. But do you want to throw yourself under the carriage? Be my guest.
I've been through wars. And I'm gonna walk out.
The evening passes full into night, and you now return to the Ashton mansion, where Sam and Dole have very quickly headed to bed. Sam being put in bed by Kaha. And at this point, people are starting to wrap down. Rose is, for lack of a better term, shut down, but fully aware of you entering late. The rest are all scattered to their individual rooms as you return. Night passes to morning, sun rises, a warmer day than previous. Sam and Dole, you are feeling fairly rough given the goings on of last night. Both of you a splitting headache and a very dry throat. While Kaha, you feel fairly good now that you've had a long rest and everyone's safe and sound back in the Ashton estate.
Breakfast time.
Kaha sort of bounds downstairs for breakfast, while the rest of you drag yourselves out piece by piece. Bryce is up fairly early. Rose was up hours before any of you. Tartarus also turns up, but Sam, it's a trial for you to both drag yourselves out of bed.
As soon as Sam manages to get in, she's gonna just mumble, "Who won?"
I mean, could you not work that one out?
I know, I was just hoping.
No, Dole beat you by 1.
Yeah.
He's not gonna. You're not gonna stop bragging, are you?
Nope. Oh, though not very loudly just yet.
Hey,
Two.
that's 1 each. And Dole said last night I can choose the tiebreak.
Yeah.
Sam To be
Your-
fair,
your
not
heads
to
are-
brag to be fair, not to brag or anything, Sam says while obviously bragging. When I used to go to balls, the boys used to come to me, so I'm not quite used to having to go out and, flirt for drinks.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, my lady. He says with a bow.
Carhart says that quite loudly, and the two of you just have that echo through your skulls for a good few seconds.
Choir.
What?
Volume. Oh, worth it though.
You
Any
guys-
pain is worth it.
You guys not feeling very well?
No, not quite.
You coming down with something? Bear in mind, Carhart doesn't really understand a hangover.
Nope, we're feeling amazing. Definitely amazing.
You guys
Just
had
a
fun?
Tell you what,
Was-
it was fucking hilarious.
It was quite fun, to be fair.
You don't look like it.
It was worth it to beat Sam at something.
You got quite into it, if I do say so myself, doll. That kiss that you managed to get was quite spectacular.
That was one of the cheesiest pickup lines I've ever thought of. Honestly, I thought if I was going to do it, didn't want to do a repeat. Just gonna do a thing. They liked it the crazier it got, to be fair.
I think people caught on, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
But they
you guys weren't exactly subtle.
Next time, let's be a bit more subtle, if there is a next time. How about instead of competing next time, we help each other get the guy or girl?
Yeah, but we still have to have a competition to see who's the best out of 3.
Fair, but let's not make it a drinking one.
Hey, I decide.
Yep, guy decides.
Fair enough. Carhart, do you remember how much I liked hide and seek?
No, you're way too good at that. That's unfair.
Oh,
Thanks.
it's worth a try.
No, it's unfair. I can't even win at hide and seek.
That's true. That'd be really unfair. It would be very unfair on Guy to make him play that game again.
Well, if we played somewhere where I didn't know very well.
No, Sam.
I'll come up with something. Don't you worry.
So we should probably get set tonight and get to your we can figure out something while we're on the way to your home.
We can go to the ruins. They are, which way is east?
That way, and I'm probably pointing north, but I'm just pointing in what I think looks like it should be east.
Do I have a rough idea of where I'm going?
You know, if you got back to the woods of the Alabaster Sierras, you'd be able to sort of trek roughly east and find the coastline, and then from there you would.
Okay, so we need to head back to the woods, the Alabus thingies.
Okay.
The ones near Whitestone,
Ah, yes.
and then we can head east from there, and I should be able to find my way from there.
Well, that
The
sounds.
Alabaster Sierras are mountains surround Whitestone and most of its coastline, in fact.
Well, let's not spend any more time regretting our hangovers. Let's head.
All right, supplies again.
You still have your cart, and now that Sam no longer has a generous price on her turn to Kymel, it wouldn't be hard for you to make frequent stops along the route, especially in Western and Turst fields.
All right, so just get enough to do like in between the city or cities.
Yeah. And so you pack up your carts, prep the horses that have been kept well maintained and groomed now by servants who are quite willing to have 2 new horses to take care of. You climb on board, are given a farewell and a promise of the house to be maintained in perfect condition in your absence, and you head up north along the Silvercut roadway past the 2 opposing casinos, where you will then meet the Silvercut crossroads and travel up towards Westron. This takes you a few days to approach Westron, where you can stop perhaps for 1 night, maybe 2 if you are feeling no rush. Or perhaps you'd prefer to carry on through to Turst Fields, large town, but not walled and like Westron.
Let's carry on. We've caused enough trouble there for the meantime.
You pass on through Westron, avoiding sticking around and the fairly gloomy atmosphere of the city, now that it's still under curfew. You pass up, taking another 2 to 3 days to wind your way along the long road to Turst Fields, which is a quaint rural town, but it's still fairly busy in its centre, covered around by large plots of farmland that have recently withered due to the winter weather. You stop for a night, room and board paid due to the generous amount of money that's still in your possession. You travel up northward into the parchwood that sits in the shadow of the Alabaster Sierras. From there, you again come across the castle in which you met Kaha. And from there, Kaha can lead you to his home. Kaha, I would like you to make me a survival check, please.
Okay. What?
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, the path from the castle is still fairly fresh in your memory. You quite happily bound eastward once you are appointed in that direction. And you travel a fair distance in between the gaps on the mountain ranges here, heading along this large point of the map where the coast, which almost joins Wildman, resides. The journey is a lot slower, given you now have no trodden path to follow, and weaving your cart through trees and densely packed forest is a bit more of a challenge. Kaha a few times having to cut branches out the way, or even whole trees, in order to clear enough space. Few days turns to a week, 2, before you manage to trudge and make your slow journey to the coastline, where at the coast you can see shards of small islands sticking out in the distance. And Kaha, you now at the coast know that if you head a little further north, you will come across the grotto that hides the temple to the Stormbringer.
Right, we're nearly there, guys.
Awesome.
Kind of a pretty area.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
It's nice, but it's cold. Kaha, you are not bothered by the cold with your ring of cold resistance on, but also you've been used to the sort of the winds of the coastal areas for your 8 years that you spent there. And over the time of the journey, you've noticed Car's barnacles have grown, not just from his arm that he wields the trident from, over his shoulder, down his back now, and almost onto his other arm.
Kaha,
Yeah?
well, hate to break it to you, but you know your beautiful tattoos.
Yeah?
Getting hard to see them at the minute.
I know. These stupid barnacles.
There's a way that we could probably help get them off, if you'd be okay with it.
How's that?
It would include a spell, but me and Doll have both said that the person who's casting that spell can cast it on both of us first, so that you can see that it's not going to harm you in any way, and we will happily do anything that you need us to. We promise it's not going to hurt you, and we just want to help you see that you're beautiful tattoos again.
There's a remove barnacle spell.
Yes.
Okay, I could get behind a remove barnacle spell.
Yeah. I'll have to get someone to do it though, unless you got it, Sam. Or Rose has got it.
I don't have it, unfortunately.
Well, do either of you two have greater restoration?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
I've only got lesser.
No.
It'd be helpful at
I
this
don't think we're at the
situation.
level where we can have greater yet.
No.
No.
No. It'll be something we'll have to do when we get back to one of the towns, but we'll get you sorted, Kaha.
Okay.
We'll just you can watch us getting covered in magic, and then we'll sit with you while it's done.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one of you to go first. I don't trust the magic people now.
Of course, we'll go first.
Yep. We'll both do it, and then you can double check that everything is fine.
Okay.
We wouldn't do anything. We wouldn't put ourselves through anything that, we wouldn't put you through anything that we wouldn't put ourselves through. Wording, Shannon.
Okay. Well, I trust you.
I'm glad. We wouldn't do anything to hurt you. We care about you.
Oh.
You take care of us, we take care of you.
It's like a family.
Yes, like a family. I guess I don't really have a family anymore, so this is the closest I'll get.
Closest most of us are going to get.
Fair.
I'm looking for a Tartarus and going, that includes Tartarus. You're part of it.
You're part of our family whether you like it or not.
He's just gonna stay silent.
We'll win him around, yeah.
So you journey north, following the precarious, rocky path along the coast, before coming to a stop about a day's travel along, where you can see it slopes down, weaving out to the right towards the sea before curving round into the cliff face.
Do we keep going?
That's on you.
Well, I take it this is the way.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the way.
I'll keep leading.
I'm gonna keep an eye behind us.
You start to progress sort of down the path, and you notice it gets narrower and narrower the longer you go along this path, and soon your cart won't be able to fit.
We may need to leave the cart behind. I've never actually been down here with a cart. I didn't realize it was so small.
It should be fine.
I don't know. It's a bit thin.
Are you pressing on with the cart?
I guess we'll try for a bit more.
You start trundling ever closer along before it starts to wind round this corner. And as you look over the right side where the coast and the cliff is, your wheels are now starting to run like a knife edge along this little cliff. and the other side is now pressed fairly close against the cliff face.
What does everyone want to do?
It was probably leave.
Don't think we really got much choice, have we?
I mean, we could probably. I take it we could bring the horses with us. We just have to leave the cart.
Yeah, you could unstrap the horses. However, they wouldn't be able to go back up the way you came, as the cart blocks the entire route. If you wanted a gap, you would have to push the carts back up until there's enough space to let a person or a horse through.
We appear to have blocked the way.
Do many people need to come through this way, or would that actually be quite safe to keep it blocked so people don't follow us?
I mean, put it this way, I came out here to be alone. I didn't actually know where I was going, I just wandered. I don't know if this is on any map or anything, or if anyone actually comes here. I didn't see anyone for 8 years.
Who's gonna wait behind to take care of the cart?
How far away from my place are we?
Probably a few hundred meters. Honestly, you
Okay.
you would follow this path around, and it would curve round into an alcove, where from there you can head into a small grotto, which is the front before the temple you found.
I mean, the cart's not. It's literally just round there. Like, I don't know if we do need to leave anyone behind with the cart.
Well, let's leave the cart here then, if we haven't got far to go.
However, when we come to leave, we are going to have to push the cart backwards.
Yeah, we can worry about that.
I'm sure you're strong enough, Kaha.
Oh, probably.
So are you, Sam.
Oh, no.
You did win the arm wrestle.
I'm not. That was pure dumb luck. I don't know how.
As you are talking amongst yourselves, you feel the ground shake a little bit, some rocks scattering from below your feet and from up above. Small pebble size, nothing too bad, but the tremor unnerves you slightly.
I take it that didn't really happen when I was around.
No, it did not.
Well, that's
Did you
weird.
guys feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Didn't happen when you were here, Kaha?
No, not that I remember.
Should we be worried?
Do
Yep.
I feel anything weird in the landscape?
You touch your hand to the ground, right over the dirt. The earth is still for a moment. You feel very small vibration a distance away, but it's almost like something is burrowing through the dirt.
Seems like something is boring.
Should we be worried?
Probably. If we can feel it from here, it must be pretty big.
Well, I mean, it's just round there.
All right, so proceed carefully then.
Yep. You unstrap the horses so they're not connected to the cart, but they have nowhere to go, so they wait in this point where you leave the cart and wander around, and you can see as you come round this corner, there's a stream of water flowing out of an open mouth in the cliff face. Flows down almost like a small waterfall, the ocean below. Kaha, you take the lead as you curve around this corner, and you see within the mouth of this cave there are trees and grass. And the further you curve around, the more you see within is a large center stone plateau with grass, bushes, and trees in the center. A little path curling up in a clockwise direction onto the top of it, and there are more small rock faces with paths leading around it. A nice, healthy, vibrant green, despite the odd nature of despite the weather of the current time of year. Trees in full green bloom should not be, unless they were of an evergreen, but they are not.
Do I see the tree stump that I left my axe in?
Yeah, up in the center of this plateau is the tree stump with the axe that you.
Oh no, I took the
left
axe with me. I just
Yeah.
wanted to find the tree stump.
Yeah, it's up on the center of the plateau.
I'm gonna walk over to it.
If you trudge through the water, going up onto the sand and then up around this winding path in the center where the tree stump is.
Once I'm at it, I just want to run my hand over it, over the crack, get my great axe out, and stab it back into the stump where I left it for those 8 years.
Kaha takes his rusty axe and just slams it straight down into the tree stump. The rest of you are stood in ankle-deep water that flows around into the outside. Just in the distance, you can see a waterfall, which is the source of the stream that comes around the sides of the central plateau. But you notice it's incredibly bright in here. As you look up, and there is a small hole in the ground, roughly 80 feet above, where the light has come through and scattered outwards, giving a large illumination of the center area of this grotto. It's then again that you hear and feel this trembling of the earth, which is getting stronger and stronger, before out the dirt seems to be disturbed on either side of the plateau, and the ground bursts, water splashing up into the air as two creatures burst from the ground, 3 claws on each paw, long grey, pointed at the tips, large open mouths with no teeth but jagged edges, almost like the jaw is made of a carapace. And they come out, bursting out of the ground, one a light blue tint to its outer shell, the other one a purplish tint. And they claw out onto 4 legs. I want you all to roll initiative. I move you to.
Finally! I think that's the first good initiative I've rolled with Kaha. Oh, what a lovely area I spent 8 years of my life in.
Pretty.
And now the only tank is split from the party.
Yep. And I'm just sorting out, checking all my stat blocks right. Okay. What have we got? Nice. 25 for Dolshara.
Perfect. The warlocks are at the front.
Yep.
Spot on, that is. The barbarian is nowhere to be seen.
We're got good at this.
Tartarus is a 9. Sam is 15. Hey. I need to roll for the other two.
I hope the monsters rolled really low.
Good work,
2
Bryce.
for Bryce.
Go on, Bryce. Top lad.
Oh, God.
And for Rose. 13. Okay.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Shame that the monsters rolled 30 and 32.
And rolling for each of these. Bad. Okay.
All right. All set?
Yep.
All right. I fancy trying the shatter spell on the guy.
Yep. On which one?
Hang on, I wasn't showing up. The blue one. The one to my right.
The one to your right? Okay. So he needs. He has to make a dex save, is it? Or what does he make for Shatter? It's a
Constitution save of 15.
con save of 15. Yeah, he has a +5, so that's 16. So he takes half damage.
Yeah.
So that is 8 points of thunder damage. 2, that's 1.
Go on.
Turn up music down slightly. Anything else?
Nope. That was worth a try.
Okie dokes. It is Kaha's turn.
Okay, so I would like to, because I can't make it to any of them in one turn with 40 foot of movement, I would like to dash to this one.
Yep.
Dash to about there. And I would just get in its face and I'd just shout, "You do not belong here!" and use my bonus action to rage.
Yep. Rage boy. It is now the turn of the one on the left,
Oh, God.
and it is going to lumber 5 feet forward. Then it coils up and springs and leaps at Tartarus.
Oh, hell.
Bye, guys.
Nice knowing you.
You do not have good luck when
and
it comes to being attacked.
Actually, it is going to land in between all of those, you three, here. And so I need you to make a strength or a dex saving throw.
Either.
Only for those who are in its immediate space.
Oh, I'm stuffed with the right.
You are fine, doll. So Rose is going to make dex save.
Oh, dear.
Bryce is going to make a dex save. It doesn't really matter because both of this are 0. That's an 8 for Bryce. So, Tartarus and Grice,
I'm down.
you are going to take you are both prone first, and you are going to take that's cocked. "17 points of bludgeoning and slashing damage."
Ooh.
Yeah, and you are both prone, and you are pushed 5 feet away from the creature. Rose takes only 9 points of damage. Pushed back is not pushed back or prone. But you're both. But that's all it can do for the moment. And now it is Sam's turn.
Just going to use Vicious Mockery on this one, I guess.
Yeah. DC 15 Wisdom save. It fails.
Yeah.
So it takes 7 points of psychic damage. And you took that on the one which landed. Okay. It is now Rose's turn, and since Rose was prone, I'm going to see what I can do with Rose. Very, very little offensively. Rose is going to use bonus action healing word on you, Tartarus. Yeah, level 1. So you get 5 hit points back. And he's going to use her action to disengage and move back. Yeah, so you get 5 back. And it is now your turn, Tartarus.
Oh. So, I am going to head up here.
Yeah, you took half your movement to get up.
Oh, right, yeah. So I was here, so it's... I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna attack this one. Can I attack it, actually?
Yes, you are. It's only half your movement, not an action to get up.
Alright, okay. So I'm gonna attack it 2 times.
They are both gonna miss.
Damn it.
As you throw your axe, it rebounds off thick hide, and you catch your axe and throw it again, and it does the exact same.
Alright, so bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hex on that one.
Yep. Hexaroo. And
Wait, one of those attacks have had advantage because of Vicious Mockery.
they would have, yes. No, Vicious Mockery causes disadvantage.
Disadvantage, sorry, I just couldn't remember which way around it was, my brain's going.
Yep. And it is now the other one's turn, and it is going to take a bite at Kaha.
Hello.
15.
No.
Nope. Okay, then it is just going to hold its ground. Bryce is going to use half his movement to get up. And he is going to cast Lightning Bolt. Get rid of third levels. And let's see, Dex save for this thing. No. That takes 21 points of damage. As a stream of lightning carves through this beast and hits the rock behind. Top of the order, Dol.
I'm going to cast Poison Spray on the one I'm closest to.
Yes.
Uh, 18 to...
18 damage if it's a con save.
Yeah, not safe.
Plus 5, so 16
Makes it.
makes it. Yeah. So it takes half damage?
Takes, takes none, doesn't it?
No damage. Okay.
No damage on poison. Yeah,
No damage.
no damage.
So your spell impacts going across its hide, but you realise it's not quite seeping into its body. Kaha.
Reckless attack. With my trident.
Yeah, with your trident.
So that's a 20 on the first attack.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
So it does that plus another 2 for rage damage plus another 1d8 necrotic damage. Oh wait, no, it's 1d8 plus something, isn't it? What is it again? Divine Fury. Oh, it's 1d6 plus half my barbarian level. So 1d6 plus 3.
1d6 plus 3.
And another 2, so for rage damage I'll just add that into the roll just because. So plus another 10. That's 12. 22.
Okay, so 22 points of... Yeah. You carve with your trident. You sort of catch it in its leg and you see the cold seep into its body. But it's built tough, these creatures.
I'll make my second attack.
Yep.
24.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
So that's and then plus another 2 for the rage damage, so 14, 16.
Yep. 16 points of piercing and cold damage. It is now the one in front, and it is going to move forward and take a bite at Bryce. Yeah, that's definitely going to hit. And this is going to hurt.
Ooh. Oh no.
$37 points of piercing damage as it lunges forward and bites into Bryce, knocking him unconscious. It sort of ragdolls him in its mouth and then spits him onto the floor.
I repeat what I've said many times before. Puny wizard man.
Yeah, these things are not nice. Sam.
Sam's going to turn to Bryce and use Cure Wounds.
Cure wounds, okay.
Yeah. Second level.
Second level. There's a reason these things only get one attack per turn.
Yeah.
health back.
Just as quickly as Bryce is thrown into the small stream, he's brought back to consciousness as magic energy feeds from your hand into him. Rose is going to rush forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and use Cure Wounds as well. Yeah, that's good. Second level. On Bryce, so that's a further 14 hit points back for Bryce. Tartarus.
Same thing. Come on. Oh, god damn it.
You watch as for the first hit, you watch as your axe is thrown and part of its blade chips against this thing. And as you recall it, that small chip embeds itself into you.
Ooh.
You take a point of piercing damage. Second one does hit though.
Good.
Plus your hex damage.
There we go.
15 points of damage. Very nice.
Number 9 meter.
The second one is going to attack Kaha.
Hello.
Natural 19.
Yeah, he is.
Here comes the pain train. $35 points of piercing damage,
Halved.
halved to 18.
Okay. Yep.
And it is now Bryce's turn, who is going to get up off his feet, off his back, should I say, and onto his feet. And he is going to cast Mage Armor on himself.
Seems like a fair shout.
His AC becomes... Yeah, his AC becomes 13. Bonus action spells. Does he have any? He does not. What if the two people have to control a very few damage? Oh, back up to the top.
You know what? I feel like trying out the poison staff that I've never used.
The one you got from the drow, yeah?
Yeah, I just feel like giving it a whack. You know, just kind of like that memory.
Give
Oh
it-
yeah, I've got
oh, yeah.
this.
Give it a thwack then. You taking a swing at this, crack it on the back of the hide, and the poison orb at the top of it just shatters. It is now just a basic quarterstaff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it down in disgust. I'm like, never taking a present from my brother again.
Great use, great use. Bonus action?
Nah, nothing.
Kaha?
Being reminded that I have more than just my trident. I would like to wield my Protector's Longsword and recklessly attack it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's not gonna hit.
second attack. Natural 20!
Nice.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
this is where shit get mad again. So it's that much, plus the extra rage bonus, which is that much necrotic, plus an extra 1d d8 because of savage attacks from my orc, my half orcness.
I'm
can
about
think
to
me
get out
later,
the calculator for quick calculations. Yeah.
There we go. It's a lot of numbers.
So 12, 5, 2, 7,
I'm really happy I did not shell it now.
41 total points of damage. You drive this sword into its belly as it starts to rear up. The sound of a boom as the red blade pierces into its chest. It screams a deep growl, but just stares at you while your sword is still embedded in its body.
I will growl back at it.
The one in front of everybody else turns to Dol, who is just the last one to crack something across his back and is going to take a bite at you.
Go on then.
Natural 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
"39 points of piercing damage.
1 hit point!
It clamps down on your leg, twisting its head just slightly, which is almost connected to its large body. And just
Ow.
so you're down to 1 hit.
Yep.
You feel your leg crunch from the bite. It's almost like a stone. 2 pieces of stone are pincering your leg.
There's definitely going to be a scream of pain at this point.
Sam, you watch as this big stone-ish thing just bites down, and you hear the crack of Dol's leg as it does.
I'm going to run over and heal him. Run over. And I'm going to use Cure Wounds at... What should I use that? Screw it, I'll use it at 3rd level.
Oh,
3rd level.
That wasn't good.
Oh,
something.
it's better than
12
nothing.
hit points.
Sure.
12 hit points back to Dol.
Yep. Lucky number 13.
Does Rose have a list of creatures for wild shape?
What's our challenge, Raylan? That's it.
I'm just looking to see if she put a list on her. No.
We're level 6, it'll be challenge rating a half because she's not a moon.
No, it's fine. I'm going to hold off then. I'm going to have Rose move around the other side and cast a 1st level Cure Wounds on Dol.
Thank you.
And a 1st level Healing Word on Royce.
I'll send you over a list of ones you can wild shape into for the next round in case you need it. I've got a list of them.
So 6 to Dol. Perfect. Tartarus.
Okay. Let's do this again.
Nope. No.
God damn it.
Again, you see Tartarus, with practice moves, throw his axe, it rebounds, he catches it and throws it again, and it does nothing. It rebounds off the thick hide over the top of this creature. The one in front of Kaha, his blade now still buried in the chest of it, is going to take a bite at Tim. No, that's not going to hit. Bryce. Bryce is going to cast Static Bolt, which is a reflavoured Firebolt. Oh, yeah, that first one's going to hit. Normal. So we'll do the damage for that. 13 points of lightning damage. Top of the order, Dol.
Staying where I am so he doesn't get attack of opportunity, I'm going to fire on Kaha with good old Eldrick's Blast since everything else is failing me tonight.
Fire the one that Kaha's fighting.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope.
You get 2 beams. Go on. Yes.
That does hit.
Finally some damage. There!
14 points of damage. Kaha, you watch as this thing bites at you and you weave out the way. And as you duck out the way, an eldritch energy just smacks into the front of this thing, crumpling its face as it slumps with your sword still buried in. And that one is done for.
Yes! 8 temporary hit points.
8 temporary hit points for Dole. And Kaha, your turn.
Your boy's coming! Reckless attack. I feel like I just don't need to bother calling that anymore. 20 on the first one. Which will be that plus the Rage Meduda. So that plus 11. That was 32!
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
No, 20 to hit with 32 damage.
22 damage.
No,
sorry, yeah, no, 32 damage.
I was just shocked by the amount of damage from a non-crit.
Yeah, it's still up though.
Second attack, 21.
Yeah.
That plus another 2, so 21.
How do you want to do this?
Boom! Your boy just running over from that last one with a massive grin on my face, strike the sword through it on the way up, and then just jab it in for my second attack.
You just hear a resounding boom as Kaha's final strike hits it square in its mouth, and then he wrenches it out, and it crumples dead on the floor. However, after it slumps and you seem to celebrate your victory,
Another 4 come out.
A purple worm appears!
you hear a long, mournful moan.
Oh shit.
Oh
As
no,
the baby
here comes
shit.
its mama.
As a ghastly woman rises from the earth,
What the
seeming
fuck?
to have pursued these creatures, and it is its turn, and it is going to drift.
Of course it's behind me.
It's going to drift out of the light, hovering up in the air, and sort of floating gently down this cliff face with no repercussions. And then its visage becomes more horrifying, more skeletal and torn, as she lets out a long wail that turns into a screech. And I want everybody to make me a con save, please.
Is this a banshee?
It is a banshee.
Oh no! Oh no!
What do we do? Constitutional wisdom.
Oh no!
Con save.
Oh
Come Con save. Of
Oh
course,
no,
of
Sam.
course.
Oh no.
But at the same time, because I don't have any.
Yvonne Dull.
Been nice knowing you guys.
That was
Yeah.
for Rose and for Bryce.
No!
This scream perforates the air in this grotto, echoing across the walls and the stone. The water shakes underneath. Tartarus, Sam, Rose, and Bryce cannot handle the scream as it rips through your mind, and you all drop to 0 hit points unconscious.
Jesus.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No.
Banshees. Fuck.
The two others are gone!
Doll?
Warlock up.
Doll, have you got any potions?
I have none.
Because I have.
Tartarus,
I
you're
don't,
unconscious.
I don't have any.
I've 2. No,
Okay.
I've 4.
That's good. We have 2 healers.
Greater, 2 normal.
Okay.
Wow, all but 2 of you managed to succeed that.
The thing is, that can be
That
an
was a-
instant TPK, that.
Kaha, that was a DC 13. I would say.
Oh!
I thought I had failed. In my head, I thought it was 14.
No.
Oh!
Oh dear.
Well, shit.
Dear.
I love how you instantly said, "Is that a banshee?" Yes.
You said it wails, and I was like, oh no, that's an instant kill.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that is the end of its turn, however. So, Sam, let's see.
No!
Whew. It's fine. I distract, you heal.
Yep, success for Sam. Rose, death save, please. Yes, I will give you a death save.
Oh no! You've killed one of it. You've killed one of his characters already. Don't kill her while his other one while he's not
Technically,
here.
I've killed both.
Yeah, but you gave him this one back.
Tartarus, death save, please.
I'm gonna be fine. Come on.
Oh wow!
Fail.
Oh no!
Bryce,
I can
Bryce,
never
death save,
die.
please. Yes, DM, I will give you a death save. Success for Bryce.
Oh, okay.
Kaha. Oh no, Dolph's up first.
Who's beside me? Is it who's what?
Sam and Rose.
Sam and Rose are both down right next to you. I should actually put tokens on them.
Okay, I'll get Sam up first. I know that. What do I need to roll for greater healing?
44 plus 4. Oh, I almost forgot. For those of you who passed that check, though, you do take
Of course.
Don't tell me that now.
6, 10,
And she's down.
16 points of psychic damage.
16?
Yeah,
Eight off
I rolled
that.
2 6s and a 4.
No,
Okay.
I almost forgot that.
not good.
Just to keep you on.
I was really concerned, because if Dol went down, I have no way of healing.
Right.
Fun, isn't it? Yeah.
There's Sam up.
14 hit points for you, Sam. As your head is throbbing worse than that hangover.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action for telepathy. And
Yeah.
basically, can I try and intimidate her with telepathy to be like, stop screaming at us?
You can try. Roll me an intimidation check. Okay. Kaha, your turn.
Well, you know what your boy's doing?
Yeah. Charge.
I reckless attack!
Yeah. Go for it.
I don't have anything else I can do, I'm a barbarian!
Yeah.
Crit!
that's a hit.
Yes.
Right, so boom,
What
Plus
weapon are you attacking with?
the sword, the Protector's longsword, plus that, plus one of a longsword. Wait, a longsword. Is it one? Is it D10 with? It's D8 with 2 hands, isn't it? Yeah, and it's D6 with 1 hand.
Yeah.
So it's another plus. It's all of that.
What type of damage is the two?
Oh shit!
Roll.
Yeah. Well, so the first one is necrotic, and the second
Yeah.
one is the same as the weapon.
So slashing.
Yeah, but it's a magical longsword, isn't it?
It is. So it is going to take 13, 21 of slashing. The thunder is halved to 6.
Okay.
Add on 4 because the necrotic is halved.
Yep.
So 31 points of damage as this sword cleaves through the form of this wraith.
Is it still
this
there?
badge. It's still there.
Because
Yeah.
I have a second attack.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, let's get a hit.
Which is this plus another 2. With the thunder halved, obviously.
Yeah, the thunder goes to 1.
But then it's plus another 2
Rage.
for rage damage.
So that's 14 points of damage. It is still up. And it is the wraith's turn.
Hi!
It is going to use its horrifying vision. So, Sam, Carhart, and Dole, make me a wisdom save, please.
I got advantage on these. Let me double check.
Oh, that was...
No.
I mean, it didn't matter. Both was the same.
Yes!
Yes.
Yep, Sam's up. Yep.
Oh.
And Dole?
Can't remember I got advantage on these, I can't find it quick.
No.
I believe you do as a caliber.
Yeah.
Gosh, yes, you
That's
do.
the word. Okay, good.
Dole and Kaha, you are frightened as this womanly form turns skeleton, the eyes hollow out for a brief flicker as it screams at you again. Sam, up, disoriented, but still in the fight, manages to withstand the visage in front of you, but you two are frightened and so cannot head towards it.
I'm already next to it.
I'll just keep going with my healing.
There you go. Put frightened on you. And that is its turn. Unfortunately, it doesn't get bonus actions, which is really annoying. So, Sam, You are- you are
Oh, get up, half my movement, and then move over Tartarus. And I use another third level. Here, have 18 healing, Tartarus.
Oh,
Ah, thank you.
Very nice, very nice, very nice.
good. Half your movement to get up, Tartarus. Your hex is gone
Yeah.
because you were knocked unconscious before you could move it. Therefore, it's your turn, but you have no hex
Alright.
unless you wish to cast another one.
I'm gonna do something that I haven't done before. I'm gonna cast Blink.
Okay.
Ooh!
Ooh.
I like that spell. It's a fun one.
So I can attack, right? Or not?
It's an action blink,
It's an
isn't it?
action,
To start with, yeah. Yeah, so you can't attack. However, you do have a bonus action and half your movement.
Okay. I'm gonna go here.
Yep.
And I have to roll it to 20, I think. To see
Yeah.
if I'm gonna vanish or not.
Yep.
Bye bye.
So you watch as Tartarus sort of crawls up the hill and then pops out of existence. Dol, you are frightened. You can make a wisdom save at the end of the turn.
I'm just gonna heal. The other healer, I'll get Rose up. And that will be my other greater healing potion gone.
Yep.
No. 15 points of healing.
15. Yep.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes. You do have disadvantage on this because you are in the line of sight of the banshee.
So with my advantage, cancel out
So-
your normal roll.
Not normal. Yeah. Normal roll. Yep. You are no longer frightened.
That's the end of my turn.
Rose is conscious. I did not make another death save for Bryce. I'll just do that. Failure.
That's 1 pass and 1 fail for Bryce, right?
Yep. Kaha.
Right, so I believe I can still attack, I just have disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
So, reckless attacks, flat roll.
Flat roll. Yep.
17.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Which
These
is
things do not have a lot of AC.
that plus
Jesus
this much
Christ, man.
necrotic damage.
They fucking need to nerf barbarians.
You know
man.
you're the reason that the DM is throwing us deadly encounters all the time.
I'm fine.
I could have thrown this at the same time as those two.
Nope.
I decided no, that would probably kill me. Yeah, Kaha, how do you want to do this? Like,
I want to just jam the sword right into the stomach, cleave it up to its neck, and stare it in the eyes and go, "I'm the scariest here," and then rip its head off. Well, try to, but it's a ghost kind of thing.
you stab in, the blade sort of being magical. Doesn't seem to have any weight in it when you stab, but you feel almost like it is in it. And then you wrench the blade out and it just scatters into an ethereal dust. And that is the end of combat.
Okay. I'm going to rush over to Brace and use healing on him.
I'm gonna reappear.
I'm like running out of spells. Sorry, Bryce is gonna do me a first level.
Oh. So, Kaha,
Yeah, Taurus?
what was all that?
I have a fucking clue. That shit's not meant to be here.
You left for how many days?
How long has it been since I left?
You walked for a good few minutes.
Yeah, and
Before
then
you
I met
found
the
the
party.
others. Yeah.
How long have I been with the party, would you say?
Better part of a month and a half now.
So I probably left about, 5 months ago?
Yeah.
I left approximately around about five-ish months ago, I guess.
Okay, I guess that's enough time for this place to get occupied.
Seems a bit odd though. This is a religious place.
I don't think that monsters are religious anyway.
I mean, no, but that thing was definitely undead. The screaming one.
True.
So whatever's protecting the site's not
Maybe
protected.
maybe the site is corrupt.
Maybe. In which case, we're gonna have to fix that.
Can you fix it? You know how?
Do I look like I can fix it?
I don't know. You lived here.
I mean, if it's a problem that can be solved by smashing, I can fix it.
Anyone proficient in nature, make me a nature check, please.
Let's see. I'm not proficient.
I thought I might have been because of my background, because I have a couple
Me
of
too.
weird ones, but no, it's medicine and religion.
I'm on
Yeah,
survival.
It's unusual at Tartarus at all. I think it might just be Rose who's proficient in nature.
Rose has to
not
be
u-
proficient in nature.
Why
Yeah.
not use Bard Jack of all trades thing?
That doesn't make you proficient, it just
No, but-
gives you a bonus to each of your stats.
Alright. Okay.
Um,
I don't know
Rose.
if my firbolg thing counts.
No, proficient in nature.
Yeah.
Rose sort of pipes up, saying, "These things seem like they were running from it."
Right. Maybe they disturbed something.
Or maybe there is something worse.
Possibly.
No, we're
That's
not.
the case. I'm not going up the front again.
Maybe.
Kaha, you know that the temple itself is behind the waterfall.
We will need to go behind that. I assume you mean like through the waterfall.
Through the waterfall, yeah.
So to get to the temple, if we want to go see if there's anything wrong in there, it's through that waterfall.
I think we should go just to be safe. See if there's anything.
I definitely want to go. I want to see what's up with it.
DM,
Yep.
could I salvage anything from the creatures? Not the ghost, obviously. The monster.
Give me a nature check.
I'll be back in a sec.
With a great deal of effort, you manage to carve off a few pieces of the carapace hide these creatures possess. What you can do with this, you don't know.
Okay.
Would we have enough time for a short rest while he was doing that?
Yes.
Because I want to roll some hit dice.
So about how many pieces did I get from the hide of the creature?
You get about 3 or 4
Okay.
chunks of it. Kaha has done damage enough to crack some of this carapace armor. But you've not seen any creature before. Yes, you can all take a short rest.
I'll use Song of Rest as well while we're doing.
What's going on?
Song of Rest gives you.
Oh, we're taking a short rest.
Yes.
I wish to roll 2 hit die.
I've rolled 4.
You get an extra 1d6 each of you.
Oh, sure.
Coolio.
24. Nice.
Okay, this might sound like a stupid question, but can I still use my hit dice while using Song of Rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, what you're doing is you're playing some music while the rest of them all rest.
I'm alright, guys. Don't worry.
What?
There is nothing left of the banshee that Kaha dispersed. Form is completely gone.
Alright, so how do we get into this place?
We go through the waterfall.
Alright. Lead the way then.
I take it before I literally just kind of walked through it.
Yeah, you originally sort of set under the waterfall as a means of sort of just like showering and cleaning yourself. But then eventually you had leaned upon the inner rock of this waterfall and it had opened up into this temple.
I will lead the way and go into the temple.
Yeah, you step through the water and open up a heavy stone door. It is pitch black inside, aside from the very, very faint glow from Sam's sword in her scabbard.
I have dark vision.
I'll throw up dancing lights.
Carl, you never bothered to properly light the place up, given you could see vaguely well in the darkness anyways.
Sounds about right.
So you lead your friends through slowly, sort of reminiscing on the time you spent sort of tidying this place up and noting it got a bit dirtier since you left. At this point, you step into a neatly carved cylindrical chamber, a wall in the center, which from the distance you're at is hard to read.
Ugh.
At the moment, it is, aside from your like dark, damp, cold, and generally just gives a down feeling with the been left compared to the vibrant grotto.
What a shame. I'll go away for a few months, I'll come back, the place is a fucking mess.
That's unlucky. Come on, show us the best bit of it.
Oh, I need to show you the wall.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I don't understand it, but I need to show you the wall.
Come on then, let's see it.
Okay, I'm gonna lead them down towards the wall that I found.
The wall exists within this cylindrical chamber, and it is the center pillar of this room. And as you come closer, you can see it's a mural that wrapped around in a continuous fashion. The first bit that you see when you come up close to it, a war. Depictions are slightly weathered, but it shows smaller figures brandishing all sorts of weaponry alongside beings have no physical form. It is akin to any of the mortal races. Some show quite signs of divine deity, pillar with sort of holy visage and sunlight, Serenray with angel wings, Ayun with her three-eyed mask, as it were. And then on the opposite side of them shows varying other figures, some more monstrous than those on the other side, being a mass of hands that reach out towards anything and everything. One horned with big black heavy set, almost like a tiefling's curved inwards rather than outwards. And yet, in the background, you see a gargoyle-esque figure watching this battle unfold. You move round the next set, and you see the figure presenting 3 items out to varying figures whose images you do not know. What you do recognize are the artifact that he is giving. The strange serpent figure that you picked up from your fight with Gar. The second is the blood red eye and feathers that were in the possession of Lady Ashton. The last is a long rod, sharp pointed on the end, flat blunt on the other. Scene wraps round a little further to show the pieces brought together. A figure now wielding them as one. Now, the next part, the wall looks like it's been ripped open as the figure holds aloft the staff and clawed hands coming out from the wall itself. It moves around to the final mural where it shows the staff shattered into pieces, the portal closing, and the being that was attempting to claw its way through nowhere to be seen. And it leads you back to the visage of what could only be the Calamity.
Fucking cool, right?
Interesting.
Quite amazing.
So, this is why I left.
Why?
Oh, I needed to know what it was, what it meant.
Oh, I thought you didn't like the painting.
When did I say that?
I don't know, I just assumed.
No,
Is
no,
this
it's
why you needed the smart? Is this why you needed the smart people?
yeah. I thought people smarter would be able to know stuff about things in it.
Well, people are interested anyway. Do we? Well, looking to sort of like the horn guy panel, do I recognize anything from that?
The horn from the horned
The
figure
horn
from
guy, yeah, I figured I recognize that, or the gargoyle, or anything about them, or
the
anything.
horned figure is a version of one of the betrayer gods, as best you know, the Horned King. The gargoyle seems like a fiend. You can't really tell. It's very unclear what figure truly is. Who the figure truly is.
Huh. Seems one way or the other, we are all kind of connected to our goals.
Correction, the horned fiction is referred to as the Lord of the Hell. He's an archdevil, perhaps most powerful aside from perhaps the most feared archdevil of them all, Dol, which is Asmodeus, who's believed to be older, at least in some circles, than the gods themselves.
Now what?
Well, Rose wanted to come here for something.
Yeah, and because we do not have Rose, we are going to leave the session there.
Yep, seems fair enough.
Yep. Seems fair.
Well, this was very interesting.
On that note.